One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulsa will kick off, and we'll get this game started. Here's the return from inside his 10. So Kansas State's offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Tulsa's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. The play action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. That's caught. It's Tease. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback making checks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Hard-hitting tackle.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Got it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Trying to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Alford. Trying to bowl his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing
kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Using his legs, it's Irvin. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, it's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Rides the back on the option to give. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
With the catch, it's Booker. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Alford. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Floating away. Leading the way here and establishing
draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early. Pass that's rolled. The defense right now on their heels. They have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Pulls it in, it's Tees. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43. They'll go back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Keeps looking downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He wants to throw it again. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man in the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. With the catch, it's Richardson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. Turning on the Jets. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Skips away from pressure. Finds his man. It's Keys. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion. It's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Alford. Grab near the sticks, it's Foley. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Keys. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Tulsa. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to the guys inside H.A. Chapman Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Irvin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Using his feet. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense...
He's got it. First down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. They'll go to the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Got his man downfield. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some
He's loose. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He stopped at the 48 and pickup of 10 on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Looking downfield, it's Alford. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Just keeps slinging it. He wants to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They needed inches and got a lot more than that. They're set up with a 1st and goal. Just moments ago, the Golden Hurricane stuck in its own end, and now they're generating some momentum. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Alford. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tulsa. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet spin. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets away from one, finds room. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Kansas State quick to the line. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Man, the option is so hard to stop, and so many bodies near the line of scrimmage on 4th and short. They run it. But just a good job by the quarterback finding space. He didn't need to pitch it. Takes it himself and gets just enough for the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Johnson looking to throw. He's open on the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It's complete. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his big tight end. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Wants to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. To the air on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton.
He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Got it in the middle, it's Bradley. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone and time has run out. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.